I'm Lisa.
Hi, I'm Oliver.
How old are you, Oliver?
8.
What grade are you in?
3rd.
Third grade? I was wondering if it'd be okay if I told you about some of the biological and social things that you might be experiencing right now. Is that okay?
Sure.
Did you know that this time in your life is one of the healthiest times that you will probably ever have in your life?
No.
No? Do you feel pretty healthy?
Yeah.
Do you know what one of the most important health things for you to take care of during these years is?
No.
Do you have any guesses?
Eat healthy things.
Eat healthy things is a really good thing to do. But your tooth health becomes very important because what's coming in?
New teeth.
Your adult teeth.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to take care of them. How many teeth have you lost?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 teeth?
6.
Okay. So there's some stuff going on in your brain. And your brain is getting more and more mature all the time. Did you know that?
No.
So one of the things that happens is you're able to pay better attention to, say, a certain task. You can spend more time reading or focus on your math better. So can you tell me a way that might be important to your teacher at school?
It'll make her happier, and I can pay attention more to what she thinks, so I don't get backed up on school and have to do a lot of schoolwork.
Okay.
Or homework.
And how do you think that might be important? How do you think that might be important to your parents?
It might be important to my parents for when they're telling me something. I can listen better, and if they're trying to teach me math while I'm doing my homework, I can pay attention better, and better at math and reading.
That's good. Do you think it makes you better at chores?
Yeah.
And a little more independent in the house?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Do you think that makes any difference to your doctor?
Maybe. I don't know.
So something else that is different about you that might be different from your 3-year-old sister is something called reaction time. So
I know
if
that.
yeah, what do you think that might look like?
So if somebody if something hits, if somebody tries to punch me or the face, I have a better time of reacting.
Mm-hmm. If I threw a ball at you, do you think that you'd be faster at catching it or slower than catching it as a child that was younger?
Faster.
Okay. And also, there's something that happens inside your brain that makes you be able to automate tasks better. So if there's something you do all the time, your brain is better at turning it into an automatic task. Like if you load the dishwasher or sweep the floor, do you have to think about it pretty hard?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? But
Do you want me to tell you something that I really liked when I was a kid that I'm really good at? And
Sure.
I was on level Z last year.
Okay.
I really like reading, so I am really good at it.
Yeah. So when you look at the words, do you sound them out anymore?
Sometimes if you're like, if they're like long words with at least 15 letters in them, which
Yeah.
barely any words.
But the little words, you recognize them without sounding them out, right?
Yeah, like
That's because
the phrase "home sweet home."
yeah.
I can just read it off the page easily.
Well, that's because your brain automatically puts it together. Whereas someone that's younger than you might have to sound it out every time until it becomes automatic. How do you think your school and other things measure how smart you are?
I think my school measures how smart I am during dibbles tests, basically anything.
Yeah? What do you think about the tests that they have at your school?
They're really kind of easy. Me and Mauricio, a girl at my school, finish them at the same time, or maybe I finish them a little later, or she finishes them a little later.
Do you think that they do a good job measuring how smart you are?
Yeah.
For everybody, or just
I
for you
usually
guys?
get either above grade level or at grade level. I sometimes don't, but I usually get one of those two.
So you think they're pretty accurate?
Yeah.
So, do you think that your school does a good job teaching you for the tests?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Okay. Another question I have is, have you ever heard of attention deficit disorder or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder?
Yeah, I've heard of the first one.
You've heard of the first one?
It's
Do you know what it is?
It's where you can't pay attention too much.
Yeah, and that is a problem with how mature your brain is. Because part of your brain is in charge of telling the other parts what to do and what to pay attention to. And if that part isn't very mature, it has a hard time directing thought traffic in your head, and so you get kind of distracted. How do you think that could affect how people are in school if they have that?
I think it would affect them a lot because our teacher talks a lot and we need to do work, or she sometimes gets really mad.
Yeah? Do you think that it would affect their ability to do work in school?
Yeah.
How do you think it would affect their life at home?
A lot.
Yeah? What do you think it would do? What would be hard for them?
I think what would be hard for them was when their mom or dad told them, go clean your room please, or go wash the dishes, or go unload the dishwasher, go clear the table. Sometimes it's harder for them to pay attention.
Yeah, I think so. And what do you think a doctor would say about it?
They would say to take pills, maybe.
Yeah, that's one way. Do you know of any other ways that maybe, any other thoughts on how they might do it?
Tea?
Yeah, a little bit of caffeine is sometimes helpful. You're right about that. Let's see, I also wanted to talk a little bit about autism. Have you ever heard of autism and kids who have autism?
Yeah.
Do you know anybody who has autism?
Yeah, I don't know his name, but I forgot it. But he's, I think, one of my cousins.
Yeah.
Cousin.
One of your dad's cousins has autism.
Yeah, second cousin.
Your second cousin. What do you think autism is about?
Autism is where you kind of go crazy a little, I think.
Well, sometimes it seems like that, but what basically autism does is it's a little bit similar to attention deficit disorder, but the parts of your brain don't communicate as well, and you can't control things quite as well, and it's hard for you to understand and to communicate with other people. And so, how do you think? So your second cousin's name is Spencer. Do you think
and I also
that?
know somebody else. His name is Hunter.
Oh, and Hunter. How do you think being autistic affects them and their teachers?
So they kind of run around the classroom a little too much, and they kind of do stuff that they're not supposed to, maybe.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think it affects their parents?
I think it affects their parents because when they try to get him to stop, he sometimes doesn't stop.
Yeah. Does he sometimes act a little younger
Yeah.
than his age?
Mhm.
Yeah. And his parents, it's kind of stressful for his parents, huh? Because they have to pay a lot closer attention to him than they do to some of their other kids.
Mhm.
Yeah. And what do you think the doctor would have to say about that?
That he needs to take pills or something.
I think with autism, there's a lot more about doing behavioral work. So you work on certain behaviors and you see a psychologist or a counselor and they help you work through things.